One flight changed everything when two attendants discovered they shared the same loving man. Imagine boarding your routine flight as a seasoned attendant, looking forward to sharing stories with colleagues during the long journey ahead. What begins as casual conversation suddenly transforms into a heart-stopping revelation when you realize the boyfriend you've been planning a future with has been crafting the same fantasy with your new acquaintance. As photos are compared and timelines align, the painful truth emerges that the man who promised you everything has been promising someone else the same. This is the story of betrayal discovered at 30,000 feet, and how finding the truth, though devastating, ultimately led to freedom. Welcome to X by X Confidential, where we bring you the most jaw-dropping experiences shared by people just like you. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. Now, let's continue with today's shocking story of betrayal discovered at 30,000 feet. Hi, everyone. I, 24 female, need to get this off my chest. My world fell apart a week ago during a work trip. I'm a flight attendant based in a big city in Texas. The planes, the people, the places. I used to love it all. Now everything just reminds me of him. My boyfriend, 32 male, and I had been together for a whole year. He seemed perfect, always texting me during my flights, bringing me little gifts when I came home tired, telling me how he couldn't wait for me to be his wife someday. He even met my mom, dad, and little sister at our family dinner last month. They all loved him. Dad kept saying how glad he was I found a mature man who knows what he wants. What he wanted, it turns out, was more than just me. Last Tuesday, I was working a long flight to Europe. During our break time in the crew area, I started talking with another flight attendant. We had never worked together before. My airline has thousands of us, and we get different schedules all the time. We started sharing funny passenger stories when she mentioned her boyfriend. He's always joking about my job, she said. Says he can't believe his girlfriend gets to see the world while he's stuck at his boring office. Something about her story felt familiar. Too familiar. Does he work at that big insurance company downtown? I asked, my heart already starting to race. She looked surprised. Yeah. How did you know? What's his age? My voice was shaking now. He's 32. Wait, do you know him? The next hour was the worst kind of discovery. We pulled out our phones and compared pictures, text messages, and stories. It was definitely the same guy. He had been dating her for 5 months, starting right around the time he told me he loved me. He had met her parents, too. He had promised her a ring by Christmas. Every new detail hit me like a punch to the stomach. I thought I might throw up right there on the plane. And he told me he was at a work conference last month, she said. I felt sick. And he was at my family's house for dinner that weekend. The more we talked, the more we uncovered. Different lies for different days, different promises, different futures he had planned out with each of us. Neither of us had any clue about the other. When our flight landed, we decided what to do. We both sent him the same message at the same time. Screenshots of our conversation, pictures of us together on the plane, and a simple question, how could you? Then we waited, and waited, and waited. He read both messages. We could see the read receipts, but he never replied, not one word. He just disappeared from our lives as if the past year meant nothing. I called him 20 times that first night. I texted until my fingers hurt. I even drove to his apartment, but he wasn't there. His neighbor said he'd left with a suitcase that morning. I went home and cried until I couldn't breathe. Then I got mad. I threw every gift he ever gave me into a garbage bag. I deleted every picture of us from my phone. I blocked him on everything. The next day, I went to a clinic. My hands were shaking in the waiting room. If he could lie about something this big, what else could he have lied about? The nurse was kind when I explained why I needed testing. She held my hand and told me I wasn't the first and wouldn't be the last. That didn't make me feel better. Edit 1, thank you all for the support. I'm still in shock, but reading your comments helps me feel less alone. Edit 2, to answer some questions. Yes, the other flight attendant and I are still in touch. We're not exactly friends, but we check in on each other. No, we haven't heard from him. His social media has gone dark. Edit 3, my test results came back clean. At least there's that. Update 11 days later, still no word from him. I found out through a mutual friend that he told people I was crazy and making up stories. The other flight attendant heard the same thing. We both sent screenshots to this friend who was shocked to see the truth. Apparently, my ex has been telling everyone that he broke up with me because I was too demanding with my travel schedule. The lies never stop. Update 2 weeks later, I ran into his sister at the grocery store today. She wouldn't look me in the eye. I wonder what lies he told his family about me. That hurts almost as much as the cheating. Knowing that people who once welcomed me into their home now think I'm someone I'm not. Update, sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh. Some people just lie because that's who they are. It's not because I wasn't enough. The other flight attendant and I had coffee last month. Sometimes I think about how one conversation with a stranger on a plane changed my whole life. If we hadn't met, I might be planning a wedding with a man who wasn't just mine. I might have spent years wondering why things felt off, but never knowing why. Instead, I'm free, and that's worth all the pain it took to get here. That brings us to the end of today's story. I hope it serves as a reminder that sometimes painful discoveries, while devastating in the moment, can ultimately save us from years of deception. Thank you so much for watching this video and being part of our X by X confidential community. If you found this story meaningful, please hit that like button to help others find it too. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our newest uploads. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever had a chance encounter that changed the direction of your life? Or how would you have handled this situation if you were in her shoes? Your experiences might help someone else going through something similar. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.